Dune Messiah, the sequel to Frank Herbert's Dune, takes place 12 years after Paul Atreides' rise to power. Now, Emperor of the known universe, Paul is haunted by a war fought in his name that has killed 60 billion people. Despite his immense power, Paul feels trapped by the oppressive religion and legacy he has created. His prescient visions reveal the golden path, humanity's only chance for survival. But following it requires unthinkable sacrifices that Paul refuses to make. A conspiracy forms to dethrone Paul, led by the Bene Gesserit, the Spacing Guild, and the Bene Tleilax and remnants of House Corino. Their plan centers on Hayt, a ghola of Paul's trusted friend Duncan Idaho, designed to destabilize him emotionally. Meanwhile, Paul's personal life is fraught with tension. Princess Irulan, his political wife, secretly administers contraceptives to Chani, Paul's Fremen concubine, to prevent her from bearing an heir. Though Paul is aware, he does nothing, knowing Chani's eventual pregnancy will lead to her death. When Hayt arrives, Paul accepts him despite his purpose, unable to resist reconnecting with a version of Duncan. Meanwhile, Paul's sister Alia feels an unsettling attraction to Hayt, further complicating matters. The conspiracy deepens as Othim, a Fremen ally, warns Paul of traitors within his ranks and entrusts him with Bijaz, a Tleilaxu dwarf with critical information. However, during this meeting, the conspirators detonate a stone burner, a devastating weapon that blinds Paul physically. Yet, thanks to his prescient abilities, Paul can still see by aligning his actions with the visions he has already experienced. Chani becomes pregnant after switching to a Fremen fertility diet, but her health suffers due to years of Irulan's interference. As Paul feared, Chani dies in childbirth, leaving behind twins, Leto II and Ghanima. Overcome with grief, Paul confronts Hayt, whose programming compels him to kill Paul. However, in a moment of extraordinary willpower, Hayt regains his memories as Duncan Idaho, breaking free from his Tleilaxu conditioning. The conspiracy culminates with Scytale, a face dancer, offering to resurrect Chani as a ghola in exchange for Paul's abdication. Threatening Paul's children, Scytale forces a standoff. Using his connection to Leto's prescient mind, Paul sees through his son's eyes and kills Scytale. With his prescience gone, Paul walks into the desert to die, fulfilling the Fremen tradition. His sacrifices ensures the survival of House Atreides and secures his legacy as both man and myth, leaving his children to shape humanity's future.